And good evening. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of ABC 10 News. I'm Nazi Javid, and we start with breaking news out of Iran. President Trump has confirmed that Iran's supreme leader is dead. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump saying that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in an early morning joint U.S.-Israeli military operation. Earlier today, a spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry denied reports of Khamenei's death and insisted he was safe. No public proof of his death or survival has surfaced yet. President Trump says the strikes have taken out a large number of Iran's leadership and says the bombing will continue into the week. Trump also telling Iranians to rise up against their government.
Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations.
And Iran says more than 200 of its people have been killed in the attacks. Tehran launched retaliatory strikes throughout the Gulf region on American military bases and suspected U.S. allies. ABC's Karen Travers has more details.
The first explosions rocking Tehran in broad daylight in what President Trump called major combat operations against Iran. President Trump announcing in a social media post that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is dead, calling him, quote, one of the most evil people in history. The president in that post also says that the heavy and pinpoint bombing, as he calls it, will continue uninterrupted throughout the week or as long as necessary to achieve the administration's objective.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people.
The U.S. and Israel jointly launching the wide-scale attack. Smoke billowing from strikes on multiple targets in Tehran. Iran launching retaliatory strikes, drones and missiles targeting Israel, and U.S. assets, including military bases.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!
Iran also launching drones into nations they believe are helping the U.S. Kuwait, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Jordan.
The Iranians are getting desperate. They are now not targeting military sites. They're going directly after civilian and revenge attacks.
The U.S. strikes against Iran coming after a massive military buildup in the region and days of speculation about whether the president was going to give the go-ahead for military action. The president making it clear he was not happy with the administration's negotiations with Iran over its nuclear program.
This terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon.
The president did not seek congressional approval for this attack, but Secretary of State Marco Rubio did brief top congressional leaders in advance. And though the president claims Iran is working on a missile that could soon reach the U.S., U.S. intelligence has concluded Tehran would not be capable of that for another 9 years.
It's scary how quickly we just lurched to war without any plans, and for something I don't think is in actually our interest.
President Trump today spoke by phone to the leaders of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, and the Secretary General of NATO. The White House is working to set up briefings this week for all members of the House and Senate. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
And tonight, the world is reacting to the strikes on Iran, including people here in Northern California. ABC 10's Gabriel Ports joins us live now in Sacramento with more. Gabe, what can you tell us?
That reaction is pouring in tonight from local activists and politicians to scholars as well. A protest just wrapped up earlier today here outside the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium. People watched what happened last night and are now expressing their thoughts. The scenes of airstrikes and uncertainty on the streets in the Middle East.
Give me a shame!
Leading to this scene on the streets of California's capital.
We are protesting against the war in Iran that just happened this morning.
A group of around 4 walking in the area of 16th and J Streets in downtown Sacramento, many with one message.
We're just against all the war because we need more love, around the world.
It's disgusting and nasty, and it doesn't deserve to be happening.
But experts in Middle Eastern studies say reaction to the strikes among Iranian Americans is more complex.
Many people are horrified and terrified. There are some people who are excited, who believe that this might be the push that the regime needs to implode.
Associate Professor Sahar Razavi directs the Iranian and Middle Eastern Studies Center at Sacramento State. She says the reaction within Iran is similar.
Typically, what we have seen with military attacks on Iran in the past, it tends to lead to a spike in nationalist sentiment. There are also some sectors of Iranian society who are celebrating the attacks. So in a country of 92 million people, as you might expect, there is a diversity of opinions and voices, but we've already seen heavy casualties of civilians.
Regardless of reaction, everyone wants to make sure their loved ones are okay, and Razavi says for so many, that's been a challenge.
And one thing that is extremely difficult for Iranian Americans is that we have a very low success rate at getting a hold of our loved ones in Iran to see if they're okay.
From the Middle East to Northern California on Saturday, the world watching and waiting.
We are all waiting to see what happens.
As you heard there, many of the people who gathered here today were general anti-war protesters, regardless of the situation in Iran, and experts say that's an important distinction. Now, the protests mainly stayed confined to the sidewalks here and did remain peaceful. Live in Sacramento, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.